Yoga Sutra. After this is chanting and then yoga in a few hours. Okay. Yoga Sutra, Book 3, Sutra 36. Namaste. Tatahu Pranati Pashra Vana Vedana Daishana Daisha Suvanta Patan Panta Pranati Pashra Vana Vedana Daisha Suvanta Patan Jayanantam Pranati Tatahu Pranati Pashra Vana Vedana Daisha Suvanta Prati Pashra Vana Vedana Daisha Suvada Paltan Jayanantam Prati Patusu Kushma Vyahita Viprakara Shatwati Tana Gata Jinyanam Shravana Dutiyam Shravana Dutibya Shabda Shravanam Vedana de Divyasa Parshan Tikamahu Vedana de Divyasa Parshan Tikamahu Darshan de Divyaru Pasambitu Savanda de Divyasa Savanda de Divyara Sam Savanda de Divyara Sasambitu Dato Divyaganantha Vijnana Vidyatani. Number 1 Nityam. Oh, okay. So they combine the two words. Divyaganantha Vijnana Vidyatani Nityam Jayananta Namaste. As a result of this, there arise vividness and the organ of hearing, and the organ of feeling, and the organ of sight, and the organ of taste, and the organ of smell. As a result of vividness, there arises a knowledge of the subtle or concealed or remote, whether past or future. As a result of the organ of hearing, one hears supernal sounds. As a result of the organ of feeling, one has access to supernal touch. As a result of the organ of sight, one has the consciousness of supernal color. As a result of the organ of taste, one has a consciousness of supernal flavor. As a result of the organ of smell, one has a knowledge of supernal fragrance. These unceasingly arise. Veda next, thank you. Veda, Book 4, Hymn 48. Short. 5 shlok. Namaste. Vihi Putrana Abhitang Vipona Rayo Arya Panyavan Janandrena Ratena Yahi Sutasya Pitayem Niriyobano Ashasatil Niyuktavan Ashasatil Niyuktavan Inandra Saratih Panyavan Janandrena sorry Panyavan you know what Janandrena Janandrena Ratena Yahi Sutasya Pitayem Anu Goroshanoe Asutiti Yemate Visheva Peshasane Panyavan Janandrena Ratena Yahi Sutasya Pitayem Mahanantu Tevan Mano Yujo Yukutan So Navatil Navam Panyavan Janandrena Ratena Yahi Sutasya Pitayem Tvanyo Shatam Hari Noam Yuvaseva Poshuya Noam Utam Pan Te Sasari No Ratha An Yantu Panjasan. I could have done better. Oh well. Namaste. I'm not here to do good, I'm here to heal. Or record myself heal. One day I'm gonna be perfect about all this, not today. Taste offerings never tasted yet, aspire to enjoy the woman's wealth. O Vayu, unrevolting car, come to the drinking of the juice. Removing curses drawn by teams with Inandra seated by thy side. O Vayu, unrevolting car, come to the drinking of the juice. The two dark treasuries of wealth that wear all beauties wait on thee. O Vayu, unrevolting car, come to the drinking of the juice. May 990 harness steeds, who yoke them at thy will, bring thee. O Vayu, unrevolting car, come to the drinking of the juice. Harness, O Vayu, to thy car 100 well-fed tawny steeds, yea, or 1,000 steeds, and let thy chariot come to us with might. Chan and Upanishad next. Pushing through. Because I have yoga and also tonight's Sabbath, I want to just do everything before the sundown. I'm not doing much. The only extra work is yoga. Yoga on Fridays. I recommend that for everybody else as well. Yoga on Fridays. Especially if you take Sabbath on Saturday, yeah. Yoga on Fridays, especially if you observe Sabbath on Saturdays. It'll be the exercise you do on Friday will be the culmination of everything you've learned that week. And the body needs rest after yoga, so Sabbath is the next day. Okay, and yeah, I just do yoga once a week. I think I highly recommend that if you've been practicing yoga for more than 8 years every day, you have my permission to practice it just once a week. That's what I do. I did it every day, almost every day for 17 years, like 12 to 14 years. I did it every day. Now I do it once a week. It's intuitive if you think about it. Okay, book 8, Tan and Upanishad. Calendar 1. It's really long, it's a chapter. Regular chapters read. Okay. after this is Mahabharata, which is the last reading. Namaste. Ashitomotiyayahu. Atam Yadidamasaminem Brahmapurem. Yadidamasaminem Brahmapurem. Taharam Punundarikam Veshiman. Taharosaminin Nanantara Shasatasaminiya Tanantasatanan Veshitavyam. Jesus. Taharosaminin Nanantara Shasatasaminiya Tanantasatanan Veshitavyam. Tanan Veshitavyam. That's the paramis, the past. Taharosaminin Nanantara Shasatasaminiya Tanantasatanan Veshitavyam. What's going on with the music? Okay. Taharosaminin Nanantara Shasatasaminiya Tanantasatanan Veshitavyam. Very hard. Taharosaminin Nanantara Shasatasaminiya Tanantasatanan Veshitavyam. Tadupam Vijijinya Sitavyamiti. Tam Jeduburu Yuriyadita Masamina Brahmapurem. Taharam Punundari Kam Peshima. Taharosamina Nanantara Shaha Kim Tadatara Vidyate Yadanan Veshitavyam. Yadubam Vijijinya Sitavyamiti San Puru Yat. Yaban Ayama Shasata Bane Shonantai Hurudaya Ayama Shasata Bane Shonantai Hurudaya Ayama Shasata Bane Shonantai Hurudaya Akansha Upe Asaminandia Ban Purativi Anantareva Samahite Upa Vaganishijam Ba Yushijam Surya Janandra Masa Bupao Bidiuna Nakashatranu Bidiuna Nakashatranui Yachajam Sieha Sati Yachajam Na Sati Saivam Tadasaminan Samahitamiti Tam Jeduburu Yurasamim Shitjadidam Brahmapure Saivam Samahitam Saivanui Cha Putani Saivecha Kama Yadaita Jajaram Vapnoti Vap Pratvam Sate Van Kim Tatotishishatam Itim San Puru Yatanasyam Jarayaita Jiriati Nam Betana Siam Beta. Sorry. I'm gonna start from the beginning. How long is this thing? Okay, 2 more. San Puru Yatana Siam Jarayaita Jiriati Nam Batena Siam Hanyata Betatu Satyam Brahma Purasminanka Brahma Puramasmika Mahu Samahitang Esho Atama Pahata Pama Bijaro Bimurutil Bishokem Vijikatu Sopipa Sahu Satya Kamahu Satya Samkaripo Yatange Yebehaim Prajange Anamba Vishananti Yatanushasanam Sorry, Yatanushasanam Yamanantamapikama Pavananti Yam Janapadam Yam Kushwetra Pagam Tam Tamevopaji Vananti Tadyatehan Kaimajito Lokaha Kushwiyatam Evamevam Putura Punuyojito Lokaha Kushwiyate Tadya Ihatmana Manuvidyam Ihatmana Manuvidyam Prajanantiyata Ihantamana Manuvidya Prajanantyatam Shijam Satyan Kamam Siteshwa. Oh, I got interrupted. Satyan Kamam Siteshwa. Satyan Kamam Siteshwa. Saiveshu Lokeshiva Kamacharo Pavatyatha Ya Ihantamana Manibudya. Ihantamana Manibudya Prajanantyatam. They messed up the whole word. Prajanantyatam Shijam Satyanam Kamam Siteshwam Saiveshu Lokeshu Kamacharo Pavati. Whoosh. That's really even with the rest. That was timely. Wow. That was the under part. Untimely for me. Iti Pratamaha Kanandoha. Namaste. Wow, what a chapter. It's gonna be crazy knowledge. I'm gonna get prepared for this. Over the time. The 8th book. Om. Now, what is here in the city of Brahma is an abode, a small lotus flower. Within that is a small space. What is within that should be searched out. That, assuredly, is what one should desire to understand. If they should say to him, this abode, the small lotus flower that is here in the city of Brahma, and the small space within that, what is there, which should be searched out, which assuredly one should desire to understand? He should say, as far, verily, as this world space extends, so far extends the space within the heart. Within it, indeed, are contained both heaven and earth, both fire and wind, both sun and moon, lightning and the stars, both what one possesses here and what one does not possess. Everything here is contained within it. If they should say to him, if within the city of Brahma is contained everything here, all beings as well as all desires, when old age overtakes it or it perishes, what is left over therefrom? He should say, that does not grow old with one's old age. It is not slain with one's murder. That is the real city of Brahma. In it desires are contained. That is the soul, free from evil, ageless, deathless, sorrowless, hungerless, thirstless, whose desire is the real, whose conception is the real. For just as here on earth human beings follow along in subjection to command of whatever object they are desirous, whether a realm or a part of a field, upon that they live dependent. As here on earth the world which is won by work becomes destroyed, even so there the world which is won by merit becomes destroyed. Those who go hence without here having found the soul, and those real desires, for them in all the worlds there is no freedom. But those who go hence having found here the soul, and those real desires, for them in all the worlds, for them in all the worlds, or for them in all worlds there is freedom. For them in all worlds there is freedom. Okay, that ends the first canon book. It's not translated here. I'm only reading the Sanskrit, or translating it, or attempt to translate. It's attempt to translate, if it's not there. Okay, Mahabharata next, thank you. I hope Mahabharata is short. I got beaten up by Mahabharata. Sounds so fitting, by the way. I got beaten up by Mahabharata today. 74 shlokas. You couldn't recognize me after 45 minutes. Okay, chapter 65 in the Sanskrit Adi Bible and 71 in Tangugi's translation. Let me double check. Adi Bhaivan is the first book. It's really long. 18 books, by the way. Some books are short. Some books are like 1/16th a part of length of Adi Bhaivan. 1 or 2 books are like that. Very short. And yeah, this is the first one, and I think either the longest or one of the longest. Top 3 longest. Okay, 65. I'm gonna go to 66 because I wanna know. I wanna have to know how long. 42 is not bad. Yes. Okay. I was scared for no reason. No, I had the right to be scared. I got beaten up by Mahabharata last time. Last time I did this was 4 days ago. Mahabharata. 4 days ago. What was it? I'll find out. It's 42 shlokas? Are you kidding me? Both of them have 42 shlokas. So I got beaten up last time. I hope I'm gonna be okay this time. We'll never know. It was only 42 shlokas and I got beaten up. Oh, it must be really hard, huh? Mahabharata and Ramayana for me are the easiest. The easiest is Ramayana and then Mahabharata. But within it is Bhagavad Gita, which is like top 5 hardest Vedic literature to read. Bhagavad Gita is really hard. Here we go. 42 shloka should be like 20 minutes of reading. So like I should be done by at the 45-minute mark. flex, spit, cup. Namaste. Vaishampayana Uvajam Tato Gajachana Mahabahura Dhyana Visarajyatana Na Pashyada Sharame Tasamim Sitamurushwim Shamsita Varatama Sopashyama Nasatamurushwim Shunyam Durashatavaya Tamashramama Uvachanka Ihati Uchachaivanam Samnadayana Nivam Shrutavata Tasyatam Shabadam Kanyam Shririva Rupinui Dishichakrama Shramat Tasamat Tapasi Veshatari Nui Tam Durashatavaiva Rajanam Duhoshananta Masitekushana Duhoshananta Masitekushana Savagatam Ta Iti Kushri Paramuvajam Pratipujyam Asanenai Jayituvai Jam Bandianai Kieno Jaivan Hi Paprachana Mayam Rajana Kushalam Ja Naratipam Yatabada Jayituvai Sang Purashatuvai Jana Mayam Tadai Uvajam Samayamaneva Kim Karyam Kuryatamiti Dhamma Bravit Tato Ranjam Kanyam Mathura Pashwinuim Durashatavayam Saivana Vadiyangangim Yatha Vata Pratipujitah Agatoham Mahapagamurushwim Kanamba Mupasituma Gavan Kato Pagavanam Padre Danamama Jakoshava Shopanem Shakunantalobanjam Kataha Pitan Me Bhagavan Palanya Haituma Shramat Muhuldam Samprati Kushasava Drakushuyasya Namiha Gatam Vaishampanyana Uvancham Apashyama Nasatamurushuim Tayang Jokutasatatan Nirupah Tam Jan Durashatavan Pararoham Shrimatim Charuhasinim Viprajamanam Papushwa Tapasang Tamenacham Rupaya Vana Sampanana Mityuvaja Mahipatiha Kasi Kasyansi Sushuronui Imaltam Jagatan Panama Evam Rupa Gunopetan Kutasatavamasi Shopanem Daishana Devan Hi Shupa Devayang Mehahuratam Mepahuratam Manahu Ichichami Devamaham Jinyatum Tanamama Jakashava Shopanem Evam Mukutan Tadan Kanyan Tena Rajinyan Tadan Shramem Uvanchan Hasati Bhagyamidam Sudaru Sumathura Kusharama Kanambashuya Bhagavato Tuhoshanantam Tuhitan Matan Sup Tapasavino Turtimato Taimajinyasyan Yashasavinaha Tuhoshanantam Uvanchan Ultavaratang Mahabhago Bhagavamo Rulo. They spelled it wrong. Now this is so much trouble. I have to find it now. This is 65, 16, 65. Okay. I'm gonna just read it from here, just that word. Yeah, right here. Cool, I found it. Just that word, I'm gonna read it. I'm lost. Oh. Here we go. Bhagavamalulok, 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 Bhagavamalulok Kapujitahu. Kaledati Buddha the Taimopi Na Jaleta Samshita Bratahu Katam Devam Tasya Tuhitan Samputan Paravalnuini Samshayo Me Mahanatara Tam Me Chatutu Bihai Hasi Shakunantavavancam Yatha Yamagamu Mahiyam Yatha Yadama Phuta Puran Shiranu Rajanyatha Tatatavam Yatha Sami Tuhitan Muneha Rashuiha Kashachititan Kashachitiha Gamia Mama Janama Pia Chodayat Tasamai Provancham Bhagavan Yatha Tachachiranu Pātivam Tapiyamanaha Kilan Puran Vishivam Mituro Mahatatapaha Supurusham Tapayama San Shakaram Suraganu Eshivaram Tapasan Dipadaviryoyam Sitananamam Javayaditi Pitaha Puramdara Sitasamanan Mena Puramdara Sitasamanan Puram Pitaha Puramdara Sitasamanan Mena Mena Puram Darasa Dasamana Menakwa Puram Darasa Dasamana Menaka Midama Purabit Gunuel Divya Irapa Sarasam Menake Devam Shishishyosem Vishishyosem Sorry Shireyo me Guru Guyanui Yatadevam Pakushuyo mi Tachurenu Asaba Ditya Sangankansho Vishivam Mitro Mahatapahu Rapyama Nasatapo Koram Mama Kamampayate Manahu Menaketava Paroyam Vishivam Mitrahu Sumatyamem Samshitan Tema Sudul Taishu Ugrem Tapasi Paitatem Samam Na Javayatasutana Tatam Vai Katavai Pralopayam Jana Tasya Tapoviknam Guru me Puriya Mutatamam Rupaya Vanama Turiya Joshitui Tasamita Pashritaya Rupaya Vanama Turiya Joshitui Tasamita Pashritaya Lopayitavan Pararohe Tapasaha Samnipaitayam Menakobanjam Mahatejang Sa Bhagavan Sadaiva Ja Mahatapang Gopanashijam Tatang Hyenam Janati Bhagavanapi Teja Sasatapang Teja Sasatapa Sasajaivam Gopasyam Ja Mahatamanaha Devama Piyudu Vijarat Devama Piyudu Vijasa Yasyam Lodu Vijayam Lodu Vijayamaham Gatama Mahapagam Basishurtam Yaha Putturaira Rishitoi Biyojayata Putturai Rishitoi Putturai Rishitoi Biyojayata Pushaptaram Jan Tashajan Yahu Pulvama Pasu Pavadu Bon Pavadu Brahmano Pulvama Pavadu Brahmano Balant Aryan Yo Nadim Chakra Durgaman Pahupiljalaiha Yang Tan Unuyatamam Loke Kaushiki Ti Viduljanaha Papara Yatrasya Puran Kale Tulge Mahatmanaha Tarana Matangangom Tamatama Raja Shulbiya Tatam Raja Shulbiya Tatam Kataha Ati Takale Dul Pikushwem Yaturaitiam Punara Shramam Yaturaitia Punara Shramam Muniha Parati Nadiyan Pai Nama Chakra Tatang Prabhuha Matangangam Yajayam Chakra Yatra Puritamana Svayama Devam Cha Somam Paya Dhyasya Kataha Pantum Shurashivaram Ati Nakushatra Bamsham Shicham Gurudato Nakushatra Sampadang Pranati Shiravana Pulvan Nui Nakushatra Nui Sasaja Yahu Etani Yasya Kaima Nui Tasya Ham Purushamuradu Nubudu Vijam Purushamudu Vijam Yatan Mam Na Tahete kuru de tasitatan jinya paya mam bipo. Tejasan Dilda hedu lokan kamampaya de taranuim. Dilda hedu lokan kamampaya de taranuim padang. Sangan goshui bachijang mahamerum dulama baltayat tatang. Tang deresham tapasang yukutam pradi putamivan pambakam. Kathamasumadu vidutang. Kathamasumadu vitang. Panlang jitanandriyama pipuru su puru shat. Jitanandriyama pisu puru shat. Putam shanamukam di putam surya janandra kushwitam rakam kala jihuvam surashira shutva kathamasumadu vitang supurushat yamashichan somashichan mahashayashichan satyang vishivam balakilyan shichan saibam etapi Yasyo de Vijananta Prabhavata Kana. It's one word. Prabhavata Kasamata Dasamana Madurashi Lodo Vijatam. Devaya Bambukutan Jankatam Sami Bamburushwelnan Sami Bamburushwelnan Gajachaya Maham Suranandaram. Rakusham tu me chinantayam Devaraja yatang Devaraja yatang Devadaltam Rakushritam Jarayam Kamam tu me Marutasatatra Pasah Praki Dvitayam Viburunotu Devam Pavechijam me Manamatasatatra Karya Sahaya Putasatava Sahaya Putasatava Deva Prasadat Panachijam Mayuha Suraphiha Prabhayatase Minankale Prabhayatase Minankale Tamurushwim Lopayanantiyaha Tatet Yukatavaya Vihite Jaiva Dasamim Satato Yayao Sanashiramam Kaushikasyan Namasutta. I want to read the second part of the flash. Tateti Yukutavang Vihite Jaiva Dasamim Satato Yayao Sanashiramam Kaushikasyan. Yay! Namasutta. I didn't get harassed, I don't think. Maybe. No, I didn't get harassed. So this is the speed when I don't get harassed. 18 minutes, 42 shlokas in Mahabharata. If you ask me, that's an excellent speed. Okay. Now I know what I'm capable of. I get punched in the face every time I do this, you know. Today, this was without a punch in the face. It took me 18 minutes. Cool, that's less than 30 seconds per shloka. Almost at the okay, I'm gonna this last reading, it's a long the English translation should be around 10 to 13 minutes. And after this is a little, like 1 hour of chanting, and then I'll do yoga. I'll take like a half-hour break from this after I'm done, and then chanting. Sorry, I don't have a set schedule yet, but once I heal, I could see myself having a schedule. Most will be done in the morning, I think. like early when the sun rises. 3 hours of studying as the sun rises. Namaste. Here we go. Vaishnampayana said, the monarch then, as he proceeded, left even his reduced attendants at the entrance of the asylum, and entering quite alone, he saw not the rushery of rigid vows. And not seeing the rushery and finding that the abode was empty, he hailed loudly, saying, what hole was here? And the sound of his voice was echoed back, loud as it was. And hearing the sound of his voice, there came out of the rushery's abode a maiden beautiful as she herself, but dressed as an ascetic's daughter. And the black-eyed fair one, as soon as she saw King Dushimananda, bade him welcome and worshipped him duly. And showing him due respect by the offer of a seat, Padya and Alkya inquired after, O king, about the monarch's health and peace. And having worshipped the king and asked him about his health and peace, the maiden reverentially asked, what must be done, O king? I will await your commands. The king, duly worshipped by her, then said unto that maiden of faultless features and sweet speech, I have come to worship the greatly fortunate Rashri Kanamwai. Tell me, O amiable and beautiful one, where has the illustrious Rashri gone? Sakunantala then answered, my illustrious father hath gone away from the asylum to fetch fruits. Wait but a moment, and thou wilt see him when he arrives. Vaishnampayana continued. The king, not seeing the Rashri, and addressed thus by her, beheld that the maiden was exceedingly beautiful and endowed with perfect symmetry of shape. And he saw that she was of sweet smiles. And she stood decked in beauty for her faultless features, for ascetic penances, and for humility. And he saw that she was in the bloom of youth. She therefore asked her, who art thou, and whose daughter, O beautiful one? Why hast thou come into the woods also? O handsome one, gifted with so much beauty and such virtues, whence hast thou come? O charming one, at the very first glance hast thou stolen my heart. I desire to learn all about thee, therefore tell me all. And thus addressed by the monarch in the asylum, the maiden smilingly replied in these sweet words, O Dushimananda, I am the daughter of the virtuous, wise, high-souled, and illustrious ascetic Ganamwa. Dushimananda, hearing this, replied, the universally worshipped and greatly fortunate Rashri is one whose seed hath been drawn up. Even Taima himself might fall off from his course, but ascetics of rigid vows can never fall off so. Therefore, O thou of the fairest complexion, how hast thou been born his daughter? This great doubt of mine it behooveth thee to dispel. Sakunantala then replied, hear, O king, what I have learnt regarding all that befell me of old, and how I am the daughter of the Muni. Once on a time, a Rashri came here and asked about my birth. All that the illustrious one told him, hear now of me, O king. My father Ganamwa, in answer to that Rashri's enquiries, said, Vishva Mitra of old, having been engaged in the most austere of penances, alarmed Inandra, the chief of the celestials, who thought that the mighty ascetic of blazing energy would, by his penances, hurl him down from his high seat in the heavens. And Inandra, thus alarmed, summoned Menaka and told her, Thou, O Menaka, art the first of all the celestial Apsaras. Therefore, O amiable one, do me this service. Hear what I say. This great ascetic Vishvamitra, like unto the sun himself in splendor, is engaged in the most severe of penances. My heart is trembling with fear. Indeed, O slender-waisted Menaka, this is thy business. Thou must see that Vishvamitra, of soul wrapped in contemplation and engaged in the most austere of penances, who might hurl me from my seat. Go and tempt him, and frustrating his continued austerities, accomplish my good. Win him away from his penances, O beautiful one, by tempting him with thy beauty, youth, agreeableness, arts, smiles, and speech. Hearing all this, Menaka replied, the illustrious Vishvamitra is endued with great energy and is a mighty ascetic. He is very wrathful also, as is known to thee. The energy, penances, and wrath of the high-souled one have made even thee anxious. Why should not I also be anxious? He it was who made even the illustrious Vasishtha hear. He it was who made even the illustrious Vasishtha bear the pangs of witnessing the premature death of his children. He it was who, though at first was born a Kshatriya, subsequently became a Brahmana by strength of his ascetic penances. He it was who for purposes of his ablutions created a deep river that can with difficulty be forded, and which sacred stream is known by the name of the Kaushiki. It was Vishvamitra, whose wife in a season of distress was maintained by the royal sage Matanganga, who was then living under a father's curse as a hunter. It was Vishvamitra who, returning after the famine was over, changed the name of the stream, leaving his asylum from Kaushiki to Parai. It was Vishvamitra who, in return for the services of Matanganga, himself became the latter's priest for purposes of a sacrifice. The Lord of the Celestials himself went from fear to that sacrifice for drinking the Soma juice. It was Vishvamitra who in anger created a second world and numerous stars beginning with Shravana. He it was who granted protection to Shri Tirishanganku under a superior's curse. I am frightened to approach him whose deeds are such. Tell me, O Inandra, the means that should be adopted so that I may not be burnt by his wrath. He can burn the three worlds by his splendor, can, by a stamp, cause the earth to quake. He can sever the great Meru from the earth and hurl it at any distance. So I'm gonna get harassed. Give me, take a little. I know when I'm getting harassed. I'm going to start from the sentence before. He can sever the great Meru from the earth and hurl it at any distance. He can go round the 10 points of the earth in a moment. How can a woman like us even touch such a one, full of ascetic virtue, like unto blazing fire, and having his passions under complete control? His mouth is like unto the blazing fire. The pupil of his eye are like the sun and the moon. His tongue is like unto Yama himself. How shall, O chief of the celestials, a woman like us even touch him? At the thought of his prowess, Yama, Shoma, the great Rashvis, the Sadityas, the Vishvas, the Valakiliyas are terrified. How can a woman like me refrain from gazing at him in alarm? Commanded, however, by thee, O king of the celestials, I shall somehow approach that Rashvi. But, O chief of the gods, devise thou some plan whereby, protected by thee, I may safely move about that Rashvi. I think that when I begin to play before the Rashvi, Maruta had better go there and rob me of my dress. And Manamata had also, at thy command, better help me then. And let also Maruta, on that occasion, bear thither fragrance from the woods to tempt the Rashvi. Saying this, and all she said having been duly provided, Menaka then went to the retreat of the great Kaushikam. Okay, I'm not reading that. No, there was no Sanskrit for this. Okay. I'm done. Yeah, under around 15 minutes. Oof, thank you very much. Yeah, so the reading was about 10 minutes. So chanting's coming up. I'm gonna take like a half an hour break, maybe 1 hour break, and then chant for 1 hour, and then do yoga after another break, after my chant. Have a good day. Namaste. Ooh. My brain fried. I mean, cooked. It's nicely cooked. Well done. Precious brain.